loss that Devon Smith had in his final amateur fight. And you see here Justin Schmit immediately trying to take his fight to the ground, where he knows Devon Smith does have some difficulties, and it takes away that power of that big right hand.
Smith right now holding on to the head of Schmit. Schmit in the pink trunks, Smith in the black. Smith trying to hold the half guard. Schmit on top and trying to advance his position. You can hear the coaches in the background giving him instruction. Formerly an independent fighter, Justin Schmit hooking up with MMA here in Calgary and really focusing his game and becoming a full-time fighter, Jim.
Well, and you talk about being an independent fighter and moving in, and you look at Devon Smith, who in Prestige Worldwide trains with several of his friends, including his brother Austin, and they are, just a very big, large independent gym, and don't have formal coaching. They learn what they learn, and these are some big shots coming from Justin Schmit. And talking to Devon, he said, you know what, I might be making the move someday someday soon to some bigger center like Calgary, where I could find a gym that could commit to me. And the funny thing is, one of the gyms he mentioned going to was MMA University.
Now trying to roll over, and does so successfully. Those long limbs of Devon Smith doing an excellent job rolling him over, but Justin Schmit just powers his way back out and winds up back on top.
When you see Devon Smith taking some big breaths, trying to get some oxygen back, and that is one of the downfalls and downsides of cutting weight, is it does affect your energy system and really does do a number on you, and it takes a few minutes to acclimatize yourself to the new condition that your body is in. But you'd see the pressure still coming from Justin Schmit. He's got that elbow across the throat of Devon Smith, trying to even limit that amount of oxygen coming in even more.
Yeah, Devon told me today he got back up to 203 pounds, recovering after the weight cut, the dehydration, and everything else that goes with that. So gained 20 pounds. And again, maybe using that 20 pounds to his advantage as he pulls his way through and now tries to posture up and land strikes to the head of Justin Schmit.
Well, and look at the strength from Devon Smith and taking his time and finding that position. And you look at Justin Schmit, needed to be teed up in that case because he knows how strong Devon Smith is, and if anytime you get parallel with your opponent, he's going to be able to turn you over. And now Justin Schmit coming into a standing position and trying to hold the arm of Devon Smith and take away that big striking power that we do know that Devon Smith has.
And again, very long arms for Devon Smith, longer than even his height would indicate, although at 6'3", you're going to have quite a reach anyway. And so far right now, it's Justin Schmit having Devon Smith up against the cage.
Good pressure forward. Just over a minute 30 remaining in the round. And Devon Smith holding on, trying to limit the forward pressure being done by Justin Schmit. The head comes free. Devon Smith, he fights as a very low fighter. His stance is very low, so when he stands up to his full breadth, you realize how tall he actually is.
And Devon did spend a lot of time in Thailand before transitioning into MMA. And so this Muay Thai clinch is very dangerous, an underrated part of his game, because so far in his MMA career, he hasn't really had to use it.
There's a big knee landed to Justin Schmit, and he did not like that. And he's got a good position holding onto the guillotine, and now using the guillotine to land knees, and he brings down, and here's some big shots coming from Devon Smith.
Devon Smith landing 2 or 3 knees right into the face of Justin Schmit, who found himself on the outside of that stance and found himself in trouble. And you can see Devon trying to throw up that knee again and hold on to it and really doing damage and actually taking Schmit down to the ground. Schmit, a defensive maneuver, because you can't knee the head of a downed opponent, drops to the ground. Defensive, a very intelligent defense there.
And this is a takedown attempt from Justin Schmit, and some big elbows coming down a la Travis Brown. And there's the guillotine, just under 10 seconds to go. And I think that Devon Smith's going to hold on to this position. And a tough round to call here, Ryan.
So they get back at it, and you can see immediately that fighter stance from Justin Schmit. The one hand up high to protect against the power from Smith, and the other hand out floating. Very technical striking skills from Justin Schmit.
And it looks like Devon Smith is fighting with his left hand back, and a nice takedown there from Schmit, and so he'll get to work now. And Devon Smith has power equal in both hands, but this is being neutralized right now by Justin Schmit taking him to the ground. It's tough to punch a guy and knock him out when he's on the ground.
Well, and especially when he's on top of you, as Schmit is on Smith right now. And again, a duplicate to the beginning of round number 1, where Devon landed a couple shots and Justin just took him down to the ground. We'll see if the escape works here in round number 2 for Devon Smith, or if Justin Schmit can continue to advance his position.
When you look how Schmit has gone to a T in that side, he's angled his body so that he can't be rolled over, and he knows that with the cage on Devon's right side that he can't be rolled that way, so Devon has to roll to the left, and that's why he's got that knee braced out, and this is where Justin Schmit wants to work, wants to neutralize Devon Smith's power.
Right over top of the action, and Justin Schmit now landing punches on Devon Smith. Elbows coming through. This one is getting close. Schmit is in there, but Devon Smith defends. The referee just about jumping in there, Jeremy, but Smith able to dodge one elbow and then tie him down and able to keep this fight alive.
Intelligently defending, perhaps eating a few shots, but when he was able to defend, and here's some more of these elbows, and the referee is right on top of it and hammering down. Now Devon Smith turning his back. He's going to eat some punishment here from Justin Schmit, and Justin Schmit is continuing to land damaging shots to Devon Smith, but credit Devon Smith for continuing to defend.
Devon Smith on the bottom, Justin Schmit on top. Schmit landing a lot of damage here over the last 60 seconds or so, and still with almost 3 full minutes to work here. And now again going to the ground and pound, dropping those elbows, landing those punches. The referee right on top. This isn't going to take long, and this fight is over. Justin Schmit defeats Devon Smith with a vicious ground and pound.